is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Emberfell Whispers from the Stars, our D&D 5th edition campaign that we've been running for a few years now. I'm, of course, your GM, your DM, Jumbo Thick, joined by almost the full cast and crew. The mighty Rogar will be joining us shortly. We live in the United States, and it's 4th of July, so it's not even 4th of July yet, and there's fireworks going off everywhere, so everybody's children are upset, including mine. Thank God my wife's home. Regardless, though, let's go ahead and get into this. Surely by now, everyone knows who is who. So yeah, I'm desperate to see where this goes. Everybody, do I need to send out the map again? Do you guys have the map? Yes. Thumbs up. Yes.
Actually,
maybe.
I do have
Okay.
the map
All right,
still.
good. All right. Well then, last we left off, the crew of the White Skill Band has found themselves captured by the Mar after they attempted to infiltrate and possibly assassinate one or several of the pillars that represent the upper echelon of this criminal organization. Unfortunately, falling victim to the members of Clan Giant's Blood. One Vern, a figure from many of your past, may have had some dealings with him. Trist has intimate dealings with him in the past as well. Wielding some impressive magical items. And of course, the very mysterious pillar that was referred to as the Queen. Rearing her very prestigious head and slapping the shit out of a couple of you. You were officially captured, stripped of almost all of your belongings, and were in the process of being harvested / bargained, sold, essentially, to various individuals, where Velree was relatively unscathed. She wasn't really touched much down there. She was, in fact, left in almost complete isolation. Left with the notion that she was going to be sent back to her dear old husband. She was going to get reacquainted with Lord Sin. While Trist, Zune, Rogar, and Razire were dismembered, beat on, and tortured in horrible ways. Trist receiving exceptional brutality at the hands of Vern himself, while Razire and Zune were mostly touched very gingerly by the grandmother pillar of Clan Soulbrand, who made an entire book of Razire's divine flesh, and may have tinkered around with Zune a little bit, who knows. Regardless, though, through a series of fortunate events, after days, maybe even a week, who knows how long you've been down in this dungeon, a visitor was had by Velree. Turned out to be a member of the Brides of Sin, a organization that Velree may or may not have been a part of in her past, whom was not too happy with her being brought back into the fold. She offered to let Velree run, and then Velree, decided that that wasn't happening. She was going to kill this woman. That's just how it happened. So a fight ensued where Velree's cage was left open while the two were slashing into each other. Fortunately, the vampiress decided to escape. She decided to turn herself into like a blood-like mist and escape as Velree was closing in on the interesting kind of like choker pendant she was wearing. Seeing it as an opportunity to get away and possibly just let Velree be eliminated by the guards that stormed into the room. Little did she know that Velree is a machine of death and destruction, and easily ripped through the guards In so doing, able to sneak around the dungeon, rescuing both Rogar and Trist. Both of them attempting to outfit themselves with makeshift weapons, as none of your equipment is been found as of yet. You're beginning to check various doors, trying to find a way out, try to find your remaining companions in Zune and Razire, when you noticed that there were other beings creeping around down here in the dungeon. Specifically, some of the black is it chitinous or is it chitinous? I don't fucking know.
I think it's chitinous.
I think I'm gonna say chitinous, whatever. The black chitinous creatures of the hive, the bug-like humanoid shaped creatures that you've all dealt with at some point with the acidic blood, legally distinct from anything else that has been brought up in the past, as well as possibly a warning or a message left in the head of Tristan Varel as Kezan Thunderstrike, the wizard who has taken an interest in things beyond, things involving the current predicaments you find yourselves in, told Triss that he was coming for the orb and he should stay out of his way. Checking the nearest room as you manage to sneak past, or at least what you believe to sneak past the hive-like creatures. The next room you went to, Rogar opened the door to find 5 individuals sitting around a table, playing cards, maybe smoking, gambling, who knows what. What do torturers do in their off time? Not sure. But regardless, all 5 of them spotted the lot of you. 3 of them being the bugbear / Oni creatures that assaulted you previously. 2 of them being these wrapped red creatures with chains and hooks, barbed chains and hooks wrapped around them, basically making almost like clothing as the chains begin to rise on their own accord as chain devils were some of your torturers. Made to give chase as Rogar said, "Oh, wrong door," shut the door, and decided to run down the hallway with Trist on his back and Velree in tow. So, if you are looking at your map, the 3 that are currently escaped are running north. I'm just going to use the directions of the map as north, south, east, west. Running north past the room labeled D. So that is your current direction. As you begin to move, I'm gonna see. We're gonna roll for fate here. We're gonna see what fate becomes of the 3 of you. So I'll give you a choice. You guys can either make a group athletics check, or you can attempt to make a group survival check. I mean, excuse me, a group stealth check.
Who all's together at the moment?
Velree, Trist, and Rogar. Now, Trist is kind of out of it, so he doesn't really need to make one. Basically, Velree and Rogar need to make one. Trist is just on Rogar's shoulder.
You don't want me to roll at disadvantage?
It's not. Well, there's no point in you rolling since you're being carried. So.
And we have Zune and I have yet to be found.
Zune and Razire have yet to be found.
It's okay. We'll save the best for last. We understand.
So what do you guys want to do?
Roll for athletics.
Rolling for the athletics. Go ahead and make your rolls.
You roll disadvantage.
Yeah, we all got one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So at disadvantage, that's a 22 for Rogar, 13 for Velree. So impressive as hell. Let's see here. For an athletics check, they're gonna try to keep up with you as the torturers turn the corner and begin to sprint up. Bring them back. Let's see here. That is a shitty, shitty roll. Where are my creatures? There's no way this is going to be enough, but I need to make sure. They might surprise me. There they are. All right. That is a... Okay, they don't even get that. Okay, so that's a bad roll for them. And for them, they also don't get it. So that's also... Okay. The 30 feet, and so yeah, they're just as fast as you. They're no faster. Even as the Oni begin to like flex and expand, taking on their more natural form as their feet raise off the ground and they begin to fly after the three of you. Unfortunately, no faster than if they were running, as the Chain Devils are also pursuing as fast as they can, not able to keep up, as Rogar, Velree, and Trist make it to the next junction point. And by that, I mean the tunnel where you can go either north or west, right there, right next to the tower location. Pretend you don't see the trap right there to the north. and you will have to pick a direction. You are being pursued quickly. You hear the shouts and screams. Make your choice.
Well.
Would you go straight, or would you go?
I'd almost. So how far ahead? How dark is the where we are? Like, how far ahead can we see in front of us?
It is so. All of this is low light. There are torch lights down here. At like sconces at different places, so it's not completely dark. Only certain rooms are that didn't have any light in them. But for the most part, the hallways are dimly lit.
I would almost think I'd want to go west just because more of a chance to loot, like maybe hide behind something, but
okay.
Depending on
if you were looking down the hallway straight ahead, you would see several openings. You would also see a door. You would see that door there, to the left as well.
To the left? Oh, you mean okay, yeah.
Yeah.
By the trap.
Mm-hmm. You don't know it's a trap. Can't hide things. I should have removed it from the map before I sent it to you guys. So,
is it a different? Okay. So even from all the traps that I've already seen on here, like it. I mean, I know it looks different on here, but I wouldn't like notice it. Like
not with your passive investigation. Now, Trist, on the other hand, once you get close, there's a possibility he might notice it.
Well, Rogar's technically in front, so I guess I should let him shoot.
Yeah, Rogar, what are you gonna do?
I guess, would Rogar have like a recollection or a guess on like possibility of the layout of this place?
You were never down here. You have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know we had a map at some point, so I didn't know if that was...
No, it was not of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh. Does it look like there's more like lights and sconces to the east?
It would be the same amount. Now you would see the different openings that go to different rooms, or possible rooms. Now, at the same token, you don't know that if you go left, that it just loops around. You just see a hallway that turns. You have no idea where it goes.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna flip for it because I don't know.
Flip for it. Do the old flip.
It was even. I'm going. I'm going west. It's
Let's
odd. I'm going north.
go and flip for it. Let's flip for it.
All right, here we go. D4. It's even. I'm
Okay.
going west.
Okay. All right. So you get to the corner and you immediately turn, going towards the westernmost section. As you do, okay, you make it to the next corner before the your pursuers make it to where you just left. You manage to turn the corner as they are searching for you. Now, give them a. You do get advantage. All right. I would like the three of you to make stealth checks, please. I mean, unless you're not stealthing. If you're just balls to the wall running, then we won't worry about this.
Did we lose sight of them? I guess, or
You lost
they
sight
lose
of
sight
them
of
for a
us?
second, but you do hear them, like right where
Okay.
you left. As in, you're making it yet another decision. Are you going to keep running, or are you
Yeah, I
going
feel
to
like
attempt to hide and hopefully lose them, or attempt to lose them?
I feel like we're just running right now.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. In that case, you are going to continue running. There's only one direction to take as you turn the corner. Unfortunately, you don't see any doorways. You move down to the next corner. At the once you make it there, you can see down the hall to the opening to that would be to the south that leads back to where you came from, as well as the doorway further down that goes to another room, the room marked E.
Mhm.
Are you running in that direction?
Yeah, I'm assuming we'd run towards E.
Okay. You're continuing to run. You hear several pursuers behind you. But you also hear as flying into view ahead of you, one of the large Oni flies and then just kind of like turns and stops, and looks and sees the three of you running towards it. And we're going to cut away from you there for a moment, Rogar.
All right.
And we're going to move over to the lovely Zune.
Oh, okay.
All right. Zune, you find yourself in this room full of these strange knickknacks, effigies, the corpses hanging from the ceiling like small animals, things of that sort. You're still wired in place to this black-throned chair, kind of like digging into you. Several other skeletons and corpses in similar chairs, kind of like almost in like a talking circle, and you're kind of part of the circle in the room.
So, during the conversation, entertain myself. Yeah.
As you are currently kind of muttering to yourself, you hear commotion outside. And then you see the door. You see movement at the base of the door, like a shadow. Then your eyes kind of widen a little bit, Zune, as you see these pale, crab-like appendages grasping out from underneath the door, skittering in place, digging. And as you're watching, you watch as a creature pulls itself through the gap. It has 4 limbs and a large tail. There doesn't appear to be any eyes or any orifices on the structure that you can see. It looks like one of the hive-like creatures, Zune. Possibly one of the small ones
Mm-hmm.
that attaches itself to people's faces.
Yeah, I'm not making a fucking peep.
Try to be as quiet as possible, Zune.
I'm gonna be as quiet as I
into the
possibly
room.
fucking can. Close
You
my
hear it.
mouth.
You hear it moving
God.
and skittering around. It stops for a moment towards the center of the room, and it kind of like positions itself looking at you.
No.
And you hear a thud outside, and the creature kind of darts off into somewhere in the
God.
room, and you're just sitting there, restrained,
Not moving. That's
trying
fine.
to keep as quiet
Yeah.
as possible.
Yeah. For the first time in my life.
Then we move over to Razire. Razire?
Razire is here, huh? Yes,
Razire
of course.
is not doing so good. He is still
Oh, he's doing
floating.
just fine. No, he's perfect.
He is still floating above this
Nice.
strange sigil, kind of suspended in the middle of this room with the
Because he is
flayed
remarkable.
skins and, shrunken heads, various other shelves of body parts, dried and preserved in various forms, clustered around the space. Your hands are still manacled behind your back, and you have a collar fitted around your throat. Razire? The door to your room explodes inward as scythe-like talons shred the door.
Oh, this is good.
See, two of them just slice through it, and it just falls to pieces. As a 8-foot-tall, slender, black thing comes hobbling into the room. It doesn't appear to have eyes, Razire. This would be a hive creature of some kind. You've seen some of these relatively recently. It stands and then looks towards you as you're just kind of floating there in space.
Yeah.
And
Also, for once, Razire will be quiet.
Razire's trying to be quiet as possible as he floats in space.
Perhaps I already did.
Go ahead, give me a stealth check, Razire. Why not?
Hold on.
You know?
4
You do
levels of exhaustion. That's
do have
gonna be a
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
It is.
Let's see. All right. Okay. Disadvantage. Roll, baby. Oh, it's terrible. It's an 11.
11.
My chains. I'm scared. My chains shake.
Let's see here for the creature. Didn't roll well. The creature begins to stalk into the room. It's kind of like mouth opens up as it starts getting closer and closer to where Razire is. Kind of like looking around the room. It knocks into like some of the like shelving, kind of like knocks it over, and it spins and slashes at nothing for a moment. And then it comes back. And it screeches loudly, Razire. And I need Razire to roll initiative.
Shit. Oh, I'm not gonna roll any worse than that.
No, you're not.
Disadvantage or not. That's as
So.
bad as it's as bad as it can be. Of course.
Razire, prepare
Why
yourself.
wouldn't it be?
The creature lumbers forward and is going to try to slash you. Now, it does have disadvantage because you are like not in a normal space. You're kind of like floating around.
Well, it's an instant hit in either way, isn't it? Because
No, it's not. All right, that is going to be a 16 to hit, which will hit you since you're not wearing any armor.
I'm naked. They haven't got any skin on me.
It moves and slices into you for 10 points of slashing damage, Razire. As it does, it slices you, and the momentum as your blood just spills forth from your chest.
Oh yeah.
You are pushed out of the sigil, and you drop to the ground.
Oh, that sucks.
As gravity takes hold.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of like catch your breath. You are prone right now.
Yeah.
But Rosier, it's your turn.
Well, I can't do a whole lot. Let's see. How can I escape? I can't do anything with my voice.
You haven't tried.
Well, now I'm out of the sigil. That's true. Oh gosh, let's see. How far away is this creature?
We would be 10 feet, we'll say.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, I am going to cast first level guiding bolt at it.
Your hands are manacled behind your back.
Yeah, but I can still make my little zip zop signs, right? I can turn around and point at him.
You have Warcaster, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what? Since you have Warcaster,
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I got work.
why not? Why not?
Okay. Cool.
Your attacks are made with disadvantage because
Okay.
of your manacles,
Well, I'll take it.
but you can.
Disadvantage spell attack rolls. Not gonna get any worse than that either.
Okay.
16? Does a 16 hit?
Well, before we resolve that, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw, Rosier.
Wisdom save.
Now, you're probably pretty good at this.
Now is that a disadvantage?
With that many
Level
levels
4?
of exhaustion, it is. Yes.
Everything sucks. 18.
18.
Yeah.
Rosier, you pass.
Okay.
You feel an intense pain around your throat as you begin to cast. Now, what level spell did you cast?
That was just the first level.
First level? Okay.
Yeah. Guiding bolt.
I'm not going to
So-
reveal too much. I'm not going to reveal
Uh-huh.
too much. I got to keep stuff to myself. First level
Good.
spell.
Mhm.
You kind of like shift your arms as best you can, utilizing your one hand that you kind of are able to pivot in front of you slightly, and you're able to channel some of the divinity that is a part of you, and you
Goodness
launch out
light.
a guiding bolt.
All right.
That is going to be a hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
19.
19 points of damage,
It
and
is,
it
yeah.
is marked. It is seared as it does so.
Because it's radiant.
Let me pull this up real fast. Just need to make sure.
I will
don't-
use half my movement to stand up if I can.
Okay. Yes, yeah, you have to. You would have to.
Which
So-
is only 7 feet, so
Yes, you're not doing so hot right now.
No.
The creature is like hitting the chest. It takes a few steps back, squeals once again, and is going to charge you one more time.
yeah.
This time, now it's upset. It's mad. It's not just fishing like it was before. So it's actually going to get serious, and it's going to make its multi-attack against you. First attack is a 21 to hit, which is going to hit, and another
it's going to hit.
21 to hit. So you're looking
Ooh.
at. You're going to
Ouch.
take plus 21 points of slashing damage, Rosier.
21 points of slashing damage.
Yes, as it slices
Okay.
into you. And since it connects with both strikes,
Uh-huh.
it impales you with both of the scythes that it has for arms.
Oh, okay.
And you are considered grappled.
Okay.
It does get a
Yes.
free, now as a bonus action, it gets a free bite attack to try to pierce your head.
This is going so well.
I rolled very poorly. even at advantage. That is a 10 to hit you.
That fortunately
miss.
does not. Yeah, hit.
Misses as the
Does
bite
not
kind
hit.
of as you manage to
Yeah.
somewhat jerk your head to the side, Rosire.
Yeah.
It is your turn, Rosire.
Yeah, I'm going to use my manacled hands and
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a cheeky bastard, I'm gonna touch my butt and lay on hands.
Okay. Yeah, you
for
can easily
myself.
do that. Heal yourself.
I get D4 hit points, so hold on. That doesn't require anything but touch, so that gives me 10 hit points back. That is, and I'm going to move the paltry 15 feet that I can move away from this thing.
You cannot. It has you
Why?
grappled.
Oh, that's right. It has me grappled. Well, so that was my action. Can I try to break the grapple?
It requires an action to break a grapple.
Yeah, so I've already just healing myself is the best I can do. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's all there is to that.
You kind of like flex, and it is okay. That's going to be it for Rosire's turn.
Well, it's just a touch. Yeah, you can heal
It
yourself
is.
if it's just a
It is.
touch.
You still see the singed mark on its chest, kind of like burning where you hit it with your previous spell.
Yeah.
It is going to try to kill you again, Rosire.
Uh-huh.
It has you grappled already, so it is instead going to make 2 bite attacks.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's probably gone.
First one is a 11.
Uh-huh. No, that doesn't hit.
Misses. My God.
13.
What is happening right now?
I'm the 13.
A 10. So both attacks miss at advantage.
Amazing.
I rolled like a 3 and a 4 at advantage. Bullshit. Okay. Well, somehow Rosire's luck is holding out for now. That's all. It only gets the 2 attacks right now. It attempts to bite you. It is your turn again, Rosire. As you guys are you're both kind of like thrashing around this room, knocking shit over.
I'm grappled.
You are still grappled.
All right, hold on. We're gonna do this.
What are you gonna do, Rosire?
Since I'm grappled, I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds at level 6.
At 6th level.
Yeah.
Make me a wisdom saving throw, Rosire.
Okay. Fuck yeah. 24.
How in the fuck are you doing this?
I rolled 2 15s and I have a +9.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
It goes through. It goes
Would you
through.
like me to go ahead and do that?
Go ahead and cast it. Yeah, even though the collar.
47.
Holy Jesus Christ! What's the save?
It's not. It's a hit to hit. Oh, I got a 24 to hit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It definitely. You do have a disadvantage. Roll one more
Try that
time.
again. Okay. 19.
It still hits. 47 points of. Is it necrotic?
I think it is necrotic.
Okay,
Yeah.
It doesn't. So do you just like channel this through like the blades that are stuck in you? Because I mean, technically, it's touching you.
I mean,
okay.
Like just imagine the divine blood pouring through.
Yes. As Rosire, you begin to.
It starts to boil against his acid shit.
Yep, you begin to chant and summon your divine connection. As you do, you feel a pull around this collar on your neck, and it gets much more intense than the first time you cast a spell. However, you are able, through your devout, stalwart, just fervor,
I've been able to give up my faith, huh?
To push through, and despite the
she has
searing
come
pain,
through more than one time,
you deliver. And as you do, the necrotic energy erupts out onto the creature's blades that instantly begin to melt away. as the thing falls back screaming. It begins to burn from the inside, and within moments, it is just a puddle of black goo on the ground.
Yeah. That's
And
better.
Razire is free.
That's so much better. All I got to do now is try and get out of these manacles.
Yeah.
That's
So,
great. Yeah.
before we cut away from you, Razire, what is your current intentions?
To
Are you going to attempt to flee the room? Are you looking for something in the room?
Well, I want to look around the room to see if there's anything that I can,
Okay.
see if I can get free or wrap myself up.
I will allow either a investigation or a
Mhm.
survival roll, or perception. Well, either one of those. All three of those are fine.
Well, survival or perception are the same, but let's do the disadvantage. Well, just a 7.
7.
I'm not doing so good.
You're not doing so hot right now. You've just barely recovered. You're
Pretty
not sure what's
exhausted.
going
I mean,
on.
I just dropped a 6th level spell to save
did.
my ass.
You melted an assailant in your almost proverbially naked state.
Yeah.
You have some clothes
I bet that
on,
looked
but
pretty
still.
cool.
But regardless, though, Razire, you don't see anything in your immediate surroundings that are reaching out to you as important.
Well, I'll find a place to prop myself up and catch my breath then.
Okay, you kind of like
There's no obvious door.
Well, there's the door that the creature burst through, and that's the only route you see exiting this chamber.
I'll go hang by the door and wait.
Okay, you kind of like put your back up next to the broken entryway, and are taking a breather, trying to take in your surroundings.
That's right. Yeah. Oof.
All right, we will slide on back to the rest of the crew: Trist, Velree, Brogar. As the Oni stepped in front of the three of you. Before we enter into any kind of combat scenario, I need one of you to roll me a d20. A 12. Okay. All right, that's actually a mixed bag. We'll see how this goes. As the Oni turns and spots all of you, it begins to move and go somewhat like levitate, floating, flying in your direction. When you hear a hissing screech as two black shapes fall from the ceiling on top of the creature, pinning it with their scythe-like arms, they begin to shred into the Oni. You look behind you and you see that something similar is happening to your torture pursuers. They're being engaged by more of these hive creatures. You guys have a choice here. You can either attempt to enter the fray or you can attempt to escape.
Escape!
Escape! All right. You are right at the corner between E and the tower entrance that you saw there. Do you go towards the room E, or do you go back south to where you sort of came from?
Guess we gotta take a look at what's in E. We don't know where it is, so.
Okay. I'm going to need dexterity saving throws for Velree and Rogar.
Okay.
Trist doesn't get one. If Rogar fails, Trist fails.
Oh, balls.
21.
21? Okay. All right.
This
So
is for that trap. I specifically remember saying, I hope I
this
don't
is
forget about this
not for the
trap.
trap. This is
Okay.
for the fight that you are passing by. As the Oni is thrashing around there, smashing around as the three of you decide to try to slip past. Rogar, you dodge a scything blade that's just flailing around as you were able to duck underneath and roll to the
You
side.
should get advantage on that to save my life.
Oh, I didn't roll advantage because I was thinking disadvantage. Okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, you get advantage. Yeah, roll one more time. You might actually be okay.
Probably not.
Nope. Nope, the load's not going to do it. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's not going to do it, unfortunately. So instead, well, the same thing still happens. Rogar's able to nimbly kind of duck underneath, dodge the blow. Velree, unfortunately, is going with an 11. You're going to take a blade. That is going to deal 10 points of slashing damage, Velree. As it slashes you as you move past, drawing blood. But the fight appears to be unhindered by your involvement, as you're able to slip past. Yes,
Okay.
Velree?
I would like to say, yeah, I was probably skittering across the ceilings like I have been this whole time.
Doesn't matter. It's happening everywhere. There's stuff this happened no matter what you're doing. So, regardless, though, Velree, you are slashed by one of the scything blades, and the three of you manage to make it to the actual intersection. There's like chaos down here. You see more of these hive-like creatures wandering in small bundles of groups, searching. It appears they appear to have direction. It's unusual to see creatures that look so feral and alien coordinating so much. It's bizarre. But you push on. Trist, what is your passive perception, passive investigation -5?
20.
Jesus. Okay, so even in his fucked up state, Trist, hanging over Rogar's back, spots the spike trap at the edge of the corner as you're moving towards the hallway, able to point it out quickly. He's like, points it out real fast so Rogar doesn't step on it.
Watch out.
Possibly skewering himself in the process. You're able to jump over the trap. Velree just is still scrambling across the ceiling, drops of blood slowly dumping down from the wound she just took. The three of you move to the next doorway. The door is closed.
I still have my keys, right?
You do still have your keys.
Is it locked?
You approach the door. Do you try it?
Rogar will try it.
Rogar
Give it a jiggle.
gives it a jiggle. Zune, you're sitting motionless in this chamber when suddenly a form appears in front of the door and the handle begins to shake. Do you say anything, Zune?
I think I would know that the aliens aren't trying door handles.
Very Jurassic Park moment, yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like, right.
I saw signs. I don't know how to open doors and signs.
It's true. That's true. It's true. Signs. I don't know how.
They're hive, goddammit! They're aliens!
Wait a minute. That hive thing ran off, but I don't know where in the room it ran off to. I didn't hear it digging back out, right?
No, you did not. Are you going to say anything, Zune?
No, I'm not saying shit, Anthony.
You don't say shit. You said they're motionlessly.
I don't know who's coming through the door, and I'm sure as shit not saying anything with it wanders off and you don't see it anymore, is what I remember from the last thing you said. So, no. Not saying anything.
It is certainly locked. Velree, are you going to try your keys?
Yes.
All right. Let me see. You have tried 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll me a d4, please.
-2?
No, just a d4. So that's just a 4. So Velree, there are only 4 keys left that you're not sure what they're for, and you begin to go through them. You try them each in the lock. The first one you try, nothing. Zune.
Heightened suspense.
As soon as there's movement by the door, you hear a skittering noise.
I knew it. Fucking knew you were trying to get me. I knew it.
You watch as the crab-like creature, you hear it clicking very close to behind you somewhere. Your eyes begin to widen. Velree tries another key. makes more noise. Suddenly, several digits come across your shoulder, Zune.
Not saying anything.
You watch as the creature begins to come over your right shoulder.
Not moving.
Try not to move. Zune, go ahead and
Try.
why don't we
Strapped in. How am I gonna move?
Why don't we call this
You
a
said
wisdom?
it was.
We're gonna call this a
Ah.
wisdom saving throw to prevent
Damn it, you know I'm not smart.
hyperventilation or panic in some way.
At disadvantage. Wisdom saving throw. All right. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be
16's
good.
not bad.
And that's
Oh,
the
no.
3's probably what.
Three's bad.
Not the natural one.
It climbs on you exactly. It climbs on your shoulder and you go.
Wait. Lucky. I'm
Okay.
refreshed with all my shit.
Okay, you do. Go
I
ahead
forgot
and
I had
reroll it
that.
one more
Okay.
time.
Oh, please don't. Not much better.
A 7. It's
Unless you
not
let me
as
use
bad
all
as
my
the
luck.
natural one. However,
That's still not good. It's still a fail.
still bad.
It's okay.
As
Tried.
you go as you start to panic, the creature notices
Shit.
the increased heart rate and the vibrations coming through your body, and it immediately latches onto your throat.
Great.
The tail winding around your neck.
Can I use messenger?
No, you cannot,
Damn
because you are about to have a very unpleasant encounter. Let me pull this up real
This
fast.
is going to be the unpleasant one? Okay.
So, all right. The tail is going to wrap around your body, or wrap around your throat. You're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as it tightens and kind of like is squeezing.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my mouth shut as much as I can until it makes me pass out, basically.
That was the second key that Velree tried. Is you're like struggling as best you can.
No, I'm like, there's no open mouth here. No.
Velree tries the third key. And it's still locked. Zune, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, shit. I'm so good at this. It's not gonna be good. I'm gonna die. Gonna use another lucky. Not that it matters. Not good. Not good.
So,
Unless you let me use my last bit of luck.
Let's go ahead and lose your last one. Why not?
Why not?
Let's go and use
YOLO. Who's that? No, yeah,
9.
okay. I take it. It's gonna suck.
9 is the best you got there. So,
it's the best I got.
With a 9, the grip squeezes so tight that your jaw is forced open.
Oh, I don't like that.
An opening beneath the creature kind of slides open, and a thick proboscis shoves itself down your throat.
It's like my college days.
But your eyes immediately go wide as you are gagging, as you are being implanted with a hive embryo.
Great. At least I know where the fuck to go to get this fixed.
You're going. It is inserted fully.
Rolodex of all the places that can help me, right?
Velree tries her fourth and final key. The door swings open, revealing a writhing Zune with a hive creature attached to his face. Velree, Rogar, Trist, what would you guys like to do?
I assume I don't see anything because my butt would be
Trist doesn't see anything. Velree and Rogar, you see it. You see it ahead of you.
I mean, I know it's going to suck for Zune, but there's not really a good way to take these things off per
the lore.
Per the lore. So Rogar will take a swing with his club that he found.
Come up and you go. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay. I'll attack recklessly.
Well, yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you?
21.
I mean, that's definitely going to hit.
Plastic surgery. Thank you, Rogar. You son of a bitch.
You saved me.
10
All right.
damage.
I'm going to say that, Zune, you also take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as it's attached to your
Imagine
head.
I didn't hear, like, I was trying to, like, do, like, an overhanded, you know?
It doesn't fucking matter. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I will do.
It wasn't T-ball, you know what I'm saying?
He
I
hits
wasn't
the
just like,
creature.
oh,
I will
baby.
say you take half. You'll take 5 of the bludgeoning damage as the tail squeezes before it is removed. However, it will have a burning death.
Congratulations.
Here comes the acid.
And yeah, it bleeds acid. And
Great.
both you and Rogar are going to take 3 points of acid damage. As it bashes and it just smatters. It cries out as the both of you are coated with acid. Zune, the slimy proboscis slides out of your throat as Rogar slaps it away. You feel like there's something in your esophagus still. As you're like, trying to like cough it up, but there's something in there.
Okay, well, I don't have hands that I can use.
Don't.
I guess I'll just be sitting there gagging.
Zoom, are you right? I'm going to try to
I'm going to
break
give you the
manacles.
meanest fucking look I can muster.
Do you
If I'm not
do
alright.
you
Are you
do you just like
alright?
throw Triss somewhere, Rogar, or?
Oh, I guess I do have Triss. Oh, do something.
Listen, I'm trying not to puke right now. So. Okay. Yeah. I will go and walk her. Get her going. Or him. Go. Get him going. And do all the things.
I will need a strength check to try
Okay.
to rip him out of the vined-like chair.
Great.
Is that disadvantage still?
Yes, you are still at disadvantage.
I like to
Quite
think
strong.
Rogar hit him so hard that the chair fell backwards.
I did it.
A 24 at disadvantage. My God. Velree walks over to the Zune. Of course, yeah, of course. The chair fell back. Why not? Stands over Zune menacingly, grabs you by the shoulder, Zune, and just pulls as hard as she can.
Oh my fucking god.
As she goes, wrenches, you are literally ripped free from the chair. It rips free of you.
Wasn't that like barbed wire strapping me in?
You're going to take 14 points of slashing damage as you are ripped free of it.
With friends like this.
What do you want, Barb? We're barbarians. You know?
Hey, guy!
Rip the wires out. Don't rip me out of the wire.
You're like, you're bleeding from your arms, your legs, your
Beggars
torso.
can't be
where it
choosers.
dug in.
It's okay.
But you're free, Zune. But you're free. You're
I'm gonna try to point to the. Can I even talk with that shit in my throat?
Yeah, you can talk. You can talk. Now you also have a collar,
I think
Zune,
my throat. Great.
for anti-spell
Do I
casting needs.
Speaking of, do I see the color on? Well, I guess. Do I see anything other than Triss ass?
Trist has
Okay.
one. Yes.
Okay. Can I now try to see if I know what it is and how to get it off?
Let's see here. You know what?
I'd have to.
Trist, you see. Well, it'd probably be better if you had Trist do this.
Yeah.
Trist, give me,
okay. Absolutely.
give me an Arcana check since he can see yours.
Uh,
17. 17, even at disadvantage. Trist, you see this. It is a strange form of almost like a limiter is kind of the best term for it. It's called a collar of negation. And what it does is it limits a spellcaster's ability to bring forth their magic in any form. And the way that it does this is, from a game perspective, the more powerful the magic drawn forth, the more powerful the limiter inhibits you, forcing you to waste a spell and also take a certain amount of damage equal to the slot expended. You would know it is a wisdom saving throw, and the DC depends on the level of the spell you cast. Now, it can be removed. You don't see a traditional lock on it, Trist, but you do know that there are almost like a dispelling stone, kind of.
Yes.
Could be used to be placed against it and unlock it.
Does dispel magic work?
The spell magic would work.
It's vocal and somatic, so I don't know if that would.
You're not. Your hands are free. You could try it. What level spell is it?
It's 3rd, I think. I think that's the lowest level.
Are you going to attempt to dispel magic on Zune's collar?
Yes. I will look to Zune. So, Zune, you look like shit. And then I will wave my hand out very lazily.
Okay.
Half-ass of a wave.
You'll need to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Are those disadvantage at my level? I think so.
Yes, it is. Wisdom's not bad for you.
Oh, that was a lucky roll.
18. That's enough for a 3rd level spell. That is enough. As Trist kind of waves his hand, and you watch as his chronal magic begins to shift along your throat, Zune, and you watch as the collar somewhat disassembles, as it kind of just falls free as he dispels any of the magical craft put into it.
Holy shit. I will overlook that comment, Trist. Thank you yet again. It puts something in my throat. I think my throat is pregnant. I need help. How do I get it out? How did we get this out before? It can wait. How long do I have?
You don't know.
Great.
I will say someone can make a medicine check to remove the parasite.
Yeah.
With appropriate tools or abilities.
We're in a room filled with tools.
That is true. There's also magic that can be used to remove parasites.
I can't dispel magic because I don't have my spell book.
Oh, you're right. You can't.
I can't do that.
Sorry, Zune.
Then I retract my comment about overlooking your shitty comment, Trist.
I can't help you.
Can't help you. You can't do anything. He's useless right now. He can cast cantrips.
I can't do that either.
No, you can.
I don't want to suffer the penalty, though.
Well, I'd like to look around the room and try to see if I can find something to use a medicine check to try to get this shit out of my throat.
Okay. Why don't you give me an investigation check, Zune?
Nope.
An 8.
It's an 8.
I mean,
the other one would have been better, but that's an 8.
Unfortunately, it's an 8, Zune. You don't want to be in this room anymore. It is full of old corpses and bad memories.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah. You decide to leave. All right.
Yeah.
As the party here begins to move out.
Did we see the little crab-like creatures before? Were those one of the ones we've seen?
We've seen them.
Some of you have seen them.
We fought them.
I think all of you have seen them except for Rosier.
Yeah, because we fought him in the cave.
Yeah. Yeah, Rosier's the only one who hasn't seen the smaller ones. So, you leave the chamber of Zune's, torture. And
does anyone else want to investigate and see Trist? High investigation roll.
Am I able to passively do it?
Just rotate him around the room,
Rogar.
Okay.
You make it out into the hall. Zune looks quite worried, sweating, in fact. Feels kind of sick for some reason. Not sure why. You can see that there's still a fight happening down the hall, essentially. It's hard to tell who's winning, per se, but now is the most opportune moment to take advantage of the chaos. You quickly slip down, going southward, towards the only way you have not moved as of yet. Now, as you do, there is either a doorway or a open hall that you have not been yet.
Trist has requested to be turned around, so I will now flip him front, fireman's carry style, unless he's like piggybacking. I don't know.
I like piggybacking.
He's going to full Yoda.
You're my Luke now.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking like over the shoulder.
We'll say you take some
Rogar's crotch.
Yeah,
that's
you take some.
I was like, he's requested the front rather than the back. So
whatever you're into, Trist.
Yeah.
I'll say you could have taken some some actual rope material from the previous room of Zoom's torture to strap Trist to your back, Yoda style.
Like Crackbender?
You just kind of strap him to your back. Trist
and I train Rogar in the ways of magic now. On his back.
Jump. Front flip. But yeah, piggyback. So now he's my eyes,
Okay. So you have a doorway, and then you have a open hall to the left.
Right. I think. Yeah, but I assume we're going to the left because we've been the other way, right?
We're going left. Yeah.
Okay. You bypass the door. Not sure where it goes. And decide to go down the hallway.
I'm not sure at all.
Yeah, you don't know where it goes, despite it being. I should have taken all the fucking labels off of them. God damn it.
I think we probably would have checked that door if we didn't not know.
Are you going to check the door?
No.
Instead, you move to the left. What you see here is it looks like the floor above has collapsed downward, similar to what the blockage you saw previously in one of the other sections. Bits of the ceiling have fallen in, all but clogged this entryway. As you move further past it, you do see that there does appear to be a door that's like 3/4 buried behind the debris that goes somewhere. There is a hall to your left, unless you would like to attempt to clear out some of that debris to make it to that door.
That recent debris,
bro.
We're still looking for Razire, we're moving on.
Okay. You move around. With Trist's passive perception, you see both of these spike traps right before you, as well as a door that goes to room F. Okay. The door in question does not exist any longer, as it is a vacant hole, and you see shattered remnants of wood lying on the floor.
Anything in there?
You go to peek in?
I'll put Trist's head in.
You put Trist's head in. Razire, give me an attack roll, please. You're muted, Razire.
Your goal is an 11.
You want just a straight up, like an armed attack?
I'm assuming yes.
Yeah, so I have nothing. So that's a straight. That's just nothing. Hold on. Yeah, I don't hit anything.
It unfortunately misses Trist even. As you're laying up against the wall and you go, and go for a like an overhanded swing. You've managed to get your manacles up over your head or under your head. You try to slam Trist, but you miss.
Oh, I did not know it was you. It's so crazy in here, huh?
Rogar, we found him.
Rogar, huh? Who else?
Velree and Zoom.
Velree, Zoom. Oh,
I'm running up to Razire. Get this out of my throat.
Oh yes.
There's something in my throat. I need it out now.
Rosire
First
also
This
time
is an
for everything.
innuendo.
Uh-huh.
Shut
Yeah.
up. Just get it out.
I mean, Zoom should be used to this.
Oh no. No.
Not as used to it as you are, Trist, but please, Resire,
I
get this
do.
out of my throat.
I am restrained
Date
from
my
performing
sister.
any of my magic, huh? Every time there is a chance it will fail.
Hey, where's our stuff, guys? Where's all of our stuff? Actually, do any of us have any? Could we roll to see if we have any idea where any of our stuff might be, Anthony?
Nope.
Damn it.
You have no idea.
Oh, can we glance around this room real quick?
This room is full of tattered skin, flesh. Some of it is Rosire's. There
What
are.
are you doing in here, Resire?
It was bad.
Jesus Christ.
It was a
It did
horrible
not feel
thing.
very good. No, it was very bad.
Yes.
What?
There
Okay.
are shrunken heads, various body parts of creatures, both humanoid and not. Some dried, some preserved in like pickle jars.
Anything for that sword?
It's like the waiting room at that scene in Beetlejuice.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Beetlejuice. It's horrible.
Can Rogar try to get the manacles off of
Sure. Yeah, you want to try to flex and break them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
And I'd like to try to cast Cure Wounds on Trist.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Try a little.
Ooh, that's not
saving
good.
throw.
7.
Yeah.
You're having a hard time, Rosire. I mean, Rogar. You
Uh,
can't get them off.
11.
Oh no.
An 11 for your save. What
Mhm.
level is Cure Wounds for you?
At first level.
First level?
Yeah.
That is going to be a fail soon.
It's okay. Mark that. I'm not going to try anything else.
You expend a spell slot and you take 3 points of psychic damage.
Ah, okay.
I rolled
Just mild
quite
headache.
low for that.
Thank God.
Mhm.
Well, lesson learned. I'll just call that a warning shot. That's fine.
As you kind of like as your mind almost like flares as you try to cast your spell.
And I tried to use a medicine check with my own, with whatever the
No.
fuck I can
Someone
find
else
around
has
me.
to do it.
My
on you.
hands.
Someone else
Oh.
has to do it on you.
I'm
Unfortunately.
scared to ask this. Who has the highest medicine check in the party? Please.
I hope Zyre does.
I would assume it's
Desire,
that.
what, I hope. Resire, what is your medicine check?
Ooh, medicine check. Let's see. Yeah,
-1.
at disadvantage.
My luck.
It's a 10 right now.
Oh shit, Resire. Okay, please. I'm gonna open my mouth, point down. There's something in there. Please get it out.
Rosire
Can I
doesn't
reach
have
in
any
and try to-
tools
No.
right now.
He has
I guess you're
fingers.
Mhm.
Yeah, he kind of
Yeah,
like
ooh.
he sticks his hand in there. You're like,
Come on, Zoom doesn't have a gag reflex, but yeah, come on.
yes, yes.
Just get it.
Rosire, you can't. Yeah, you are unable to find anything that he is referring
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I can't quite grab it and hold of
Does
it.
he see it? Does it see it like down there?
There's
No,
something in
doesn't see
there.
anything.
It's just, you know,
Oh,
quite,
man.
it's like a little snappy, little slimy ball. You know?
So he's just freaking out for no reason. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine. You're fine.
As you know, you feel like you got something stuck in the back of your throat, and you try to, and it's stuck. It just doesn't come up.
I'm gonna start walking to the next room. It's fine. So the one that's buried, does that look like fresh dirt?
No. If you're going now, which direction are you guys going? You were at F.
Ooh, let me put my map in. Map. You're at F. I would like to continue on to G. Oh wait, G
Okay.
was the one that was kind of buried in, right?
No, it is not. No.
Okay, then yeah, F. I mean G. Sorry. G.
Everybody's on board with going towards G, correct? Yes.
Yeah, I think
These
Zoom
are
just walked
shit.
off, so we probably just follow.
Okay.
Sorry. We need shit.
Okay. So you begin
Stealthily.
to. I will say
Stealthing.
Trist Trist does what's the word? Even in his exhausted state, he is able to pick out the numerous traps that you guys are bypassing. As you bypass 2 more traps to get towards room G. However, on your way there, in the open hallway, you instinctively look southward to where you see that little star symbol. And you see several figures clustered around the star. They are having a heated conversation, or at least one of them is. He's having a conversation with what looks like a, what's the word? Not ethereal, but almost like a illusory image of another person. As you see Vern and his more bugbear form talking to a, you don't see the face, you just kind of see flickers of almost like a sitting man on a throne. The throne appears to be made out of flesh and or possibly bones of some kind. You don't really, you get like a black and white kind of feel. You don't really get color, so it's hard to tell what exactly it is. The man's face is obscured. However, there is a goblet in his hand as he drinks from it nonchalantly, essentially. Vern says, "We had a deal. I want it back if you're... You can't do this to us." None of you hear the response, but you understand that there's a conversation being had. "Oh, you better hope I don't make it out of here, or I'm coming. I'm coming for you, you bastard." And then you watch as the image flickers and leaves. Vern turns towards a masked woman gathered around this strange sigil in the floor. There are several other of her bodyguards kind of like looking around. I need all of you guys to make stealth checks. 12, 17. Man, these are pretty good, actually. 22. Jesus. Okay. Did I miss anybody? Is that everyone?
I got an 18.
Oh, there was Rosario. 18. Okay. Wow, that is surprisingly good. Let me...
Yeah, that's a disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. You hear this conversation, and one of the guards kind of look over in your direction. All of you kind of like take cover at one of the nearby entryways. Maybe one of you possibly still kind of like peeking out to try to get some kind of visual and listen in. You hear one of the guards say, "Sir, we have to move. It's not safe." "I know that. What is happening? Why isn't the fucking sigil working?" And there's no response. The entire building, the entire ground itself, rocks almost as if there was a mild earthquake or possibly an explosion somewhere nearby. You watch as dust kind of like falls from the ceiling. What are you guys doing?
You guys want to offer to help Vern? I mean, I know he's been eating Trist, but I want my shit back.
I'm assuming we're moving past.
You're gonna move past. You move past and you go to room E. The door is different to room E. It is metal. It is heavy. It has 3 locks on it. I cannot hear you, Rogar.
I was talking. We'll use probably try to use Velree's keys.
Okay. Velree? This is an important check for you.
Can
Go ahead and roll me.
spell her? Is that allowed? Am I
This
gonna
is
get a
more of
psychic
a
damage?
this is more of a luck roll. Roll me a d20, Velree. On a 13 plus, you will be able to unlock one of the locks. 13. One of the keys fits. One of the locks slides by. There's 2 more locks. You can roll me a d20. The DC is a 15 now.
What? Should it be the other way? Okay. Did not work.
Nope. That's it. One of the keys from the key ring worked. There doesn't appear to be any others that worked for this door. There's still 2 more locks on the door.
It's a steel door?
It's steel. Solid steel. There does appear to be a barred window built into the door. Glance inside, and it's a tall door. You kind of glance inside. Inside, you see racks of weapons, armor, trunks, chests full of what you're assuming is gear of some kind. This looks like an armory.
Can I break in through the window? Is it the barred window?
It's like solidly barred. You could attempt to break down the door, yes.
How bad we want our shit, guys? Yeah. You want to rage? I already raged a couple times.
Nobody
question:
has...
how stable does the wall look?
I mean, this is a dungeon wall. Now, I will also remind you, this castle is in ruins. Damaging parts of the wall might result in a collapse.
Okay.
But that is...
Is it load bearing?
That's the risk you take. You'll see. If you would like to attempt.
We could strike a deal with Vern. We could totally strike a deal with Vern. I mean, it seems like he wants to kill the other person more than... I mean, he's already kind of taken out his rage on us. He's kind of done with us.
As Zune is saying this, Rogar gets very furious, remembering Vern eating his fingers. And he's going
to eat any of me, so...
And gonna take a crack at the door.
Okay. Give me a attack roll.
Or the lock, if the lock looks weaker. Whichever.
Yeah. Well, we'll say you're trying to go for one of the locks. Go ahead, give me an attack roll.
Okay. An attack roll?
Yes.
Okay. Huh? I'm gonna recklessly attack.
Are you using the club?
Yes.
Okay. 18. That is a hit. Go and roll damage.
I think I can use... Oh, sorry.
It'll be 13.
13 points of damage. Crack! Loud crack. The lock, you watch as the lock kind of like bends and moves. It's still in place, but heavily damaged. You get a second attack.
All right. Oh, that's not good. 12.
12 is going to miss, Rogar.
Damn.
You hit like the door
2 threes.
Next to it. Yeah, that's bad. And you kind of like the club bounces off. Another loud cracking noise. You hear, what was that? You go see what the fuck that was.
I'm gonna look at the lock and I'm gonna use my frost breath on it.
Okay. It can't pass, so just go ahead and roll damage.
All right.
21 points of frost damage. I'll give it towards both of the locks. The lock that you were beating on freezes over and becomes rigid. The other lock on the door looks like it's beginning to freeze, but it's still holding on. The other one, basically, for all intents and purposes, is brittle enough that if you were to push the door, it would break. But one of the remaining locks is still in place.
All right. That'd be a turn if we're doing it for turns.
That's
all
a
I can do.
You hear the footsteps of a creature beginning to move in your direction. I'll give you one more attack, Rogar, before it is upon you.
Breath attack. I can't miss.
Okay, that's true. Just go ahead and roll damage.
All right, pretty good. 24.
Yeah, more than enough as you again, and it coats it. The lock becomes frozen and brittle once again, and you're able to easily push the door. It just kind of like breaks, but the locks break off as the door slides open heavy. The room is revealed. You rush in.
Could I try to do something real quickly?
What are you going to do, Zoom?
I would like to try to use a cantrip. See if I can get away with that.
Okay.
Dancing lights.
Sure.
I want to try to make it look like someone is moving the opposite direction from us. I don't know if that would be deception or what.
It's a viable attempt. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It's going to suck.
The DC is not super high because it's the base DC since it's a cantrip.
I'm not very good at this though. 8 and 12, so 8.
You don't have any lucky left?
That's still going to suck. I used it trying to not get impregnated by the alien.
Oh, too bad.
A
12
so
would have passed.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm sorry.
All right. Do I take more psychic damage?
You do. In fact, you are going to take 2 points of psychic damage soon.
Yeah, I can just like some ibuprofen. I think I can make it through this.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
This isn't so terrible.
As you attempt to try to thwart the individual beginning to notice what's going on, all of you duck into the room. I'm assuming somebody's going to try to shut the door.
I don't think there's a door to shut, is there? Is there still?
No, there's a door. There's just no locking mechanism anymore.
I mean, not slam it, but probably close it.
Might as well, you know.
Okay. You close the door. You hear footsteps. Fuck is that? Fucking ice. Vern! You hear one of the bodyguards call out. He moves towards the door. A large bugbear's hand presses the outside of the door, and he's going to push inwards. Is anybody attempting to block the door?
There's a lot of stuff in here. Can we not just hide? Okay.
I mean, you could attempt to
Probably
hide.
sees us through the
You
bars.
could attempt to block the door. It's whatever you guys want to do.
How big is this room?
Rogar.
It's a
Rogar
decent
describes
sized
himself as a
room.
big boy.
It's like a
Rogar's
20 by 20 room.
Rogar duck.
It would be a tough hide, but you never know.
Rogar, I assume Rogar and Velree are probably going to be pushed up against the door while the others gather their equipment, perhaps.
All right.
Okay.
That's smart.
Rogar and
Still we
Velree
can.
put their shoulders into the door, trying to hold it in place. And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Oh.